Okay, so how's everybody doing? So, want to give my final thoughts on this jihpen 5160 katana. So I've been cutting with this for every day for this past week, and I have to say it's held up really good. The tension is still there in the saya. Eater wrap has held up, even though, I mean, like I said in the review, it's kind of loose. Could be a little bit tighter, obviously. Edges like retained on it, which is on par for 5160. Will hold its edge a little bit longer than 9260, but I'll get into that more when I talk about 5160 steel. But this sword handles pretty damn good. It's nimble in the hands. Was able to do triples with it, which is kind of a pain trying to stack those bottles the way I do, because the top one always wants to roll off. So you have to be patient if you're going to do that. But overall, this sword has done really good. Now, granted, like I said, it's still an A- because the eater wrap could be better, and really got a lot of saya rattle, but you can fix that. There's various different ways you can do it. People use like piece of plastic you can put in there from like a jug. You can use pool noodles, you know, you can stuff it down. The only problem with the pool noodle is it will keep moisture, so you have to be aware of that. Some people, like, I think, use cotton balls and put wax on it and shove it down there or something like that. There's a bunch of different ways that you can lessen or take out the saya rattle. Okay. Another thing I discovered, I said in my video, you could probably try paint thinner to take off this. Well, it won't work if this is an anodized blade, which I think it is. But what will take it off, a lot of people are like, well, I sand it off. But you can. But you're going to have all that sanding marks on it. But the one thing I found out that would potentially take, if you want this coating off, oven cleaner. Easy off. Oven cleaner. Obviously do it outside. A lot of ventilation. Wear gloves. Supposedly you spray it on there. Leave it for a little bit and then wash it off, and it takes anodizing off. So there's a tip if you don't want it to be a black blade. Okay. I mean, that's entirely up to you. I don't mind it. I might do it after this needs sharpening, just because it's going to get scratched up. It'll start looking not so good. I don't know. We'll see. But overall, this thing has held up pretty good. The Kasha hasn't even gotten loose. I mean, granted, it's only been a week. So that's, I mean, a lot can happen in a week though, too. So are you getting your money's worth for this sword? For $68, you're getting your money's worth. It's not the top of the line. It's like I said, it's got its issues. Ear wrap could be just a little bit tighter and that saya rattle. But you're getting $68 worth of sword. Definitely worth the buy if you just want a beater sword, new to cutting, new to getting into swords, don't want to break the bank. This is definitely one you should look at then. jihpen did a pretty good job. Now, Granted, like I said, I've read reviews. Some say the eater wrap was good. Some say it wasn't good. I could have gotten lucky, or they could have corrected that. I don't know. So if you get one, your wrap is really loose, then it's like probably going to be a hit and miss. You get lucky or you don't get lucky. This is the only one I have from them, so I can't tell you yes or no. So that's just being honest. But other than that, I mean, it is only $68 though. Okay, so you can't expect to see your wrap to be super, super tight. It'd be awesome if it was. But also the shadow dancer that I have that was gifted to me from Joe, I mean, the eater wrap wasn't super tight, but they've corrected that from what I've heard. Because that was their earlier editions. So, could be the same for this. It could not be. Don't know. But like I said, you're getting $68 worth of a good sword. The edge is still held up really good. I mean, there's no nicks, no chips in the blade, no nothing. It's nimble in the hands, definitely. And you can't go wrong with 5160 steel. You really can't. It's pretty durable stuff. It ranks up there with 9260. They're pretty much almost on par. One, you're going to benefit from certain aspects with one. You're going to benefit with certain aspects with the other. So, but 5160 is a good steel. You can't go wrong with it if it's done right. You can differentially harden this 5162 unlike 9260. So those are the pros and cons. I'll get into that more. I'll do a video on 9260 versus 5160 after I do the 5160 steel breakdown. But like I said, I've had it for a week, used it almost every day but one day, only because of weather conditions. And I would say it's a winner for sure. For $68, it's pretty darn good. I mean, I'm not going to say it's one of the best, but it's pretty good. It's functional. It'll do the job, and you can do trick cuts with it. So that's all I got for you guys. Got a live coming up this evening with John from By the Sword. So hopefully you guys can check that out later, and we'll see you on the next one.